Throw that hate, guys. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I got this to go on to.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard has been doing a ton of press lately, and she's been joined by her husband, Ryan Anderson, for many of her interviews. But who exactly is Ryan? Let's get into the details about his identity and how he ended up getting married to Gypsy, because their backstory is seriously bizarre. Gypsy was released from prison on December 28, 2023, and she basically became an instant celebrity. But it's not just her who's taking the media by storm. Gypsy's husband, Ryan, has been accompanying her for most of her events and appearances. They've recently been opening up about their relationship, and what they revealed is honestly insane. According to what Ryan told People magazine, his interest in Gypsy was sparked in 2017 when he watched an HBO documentary about her case, but he didn't even think about writing to her in prison until 3 years later. What made him decide to reach out to her was really crazy. In 2020, one of Ryan's co-workers told him that they were considering writing a letter to Joe Exotic after they watched Tiger King. Ryan was inspired to follow their lead and decided to send Gypsy a letter. It didn't take long before his life changed in a very unexpected way. By May of that year, Ryan and Gypsy had started emailing each other pretty regularly. At the time, Ryan was employed at a Louisiana hospital, but his workload had seriously declined due to the COVID pandemic. He had more time on his hands to talk to Gypsy, who was immediately interested in him for a couple of shocking reasons. Gypsy recently spoke to People magazine as well, and she explained that she first became interested in Ryan because of his location. She was planning on moving back to Louisiana after she was released, so it was amazing to her that Ryan also lived there. Gypsy also mentioned that she appreciated how open and personal Ryan had been with her. She was really impressed that he had helped his mom raise his nephew, so they continued emailing back and forth to learn more about each other. Because of COVID restrictions at Gypsy's prison, Ryan wasn't able to visit her for a while. Aside from the emails, they also talked on the phone whenever they could, but what happened the following year was truly unbelievable. In July 2021, Ryan and Gypsy were finally able to meet face to face for the first time, and according to what Ryan recently revealed in Lifetime's docuseries, The Prison Confessions of Gypsy Rose Blanchard, he knew pretty much right away what he wanted to do next. Ryan admitted that soon after he met Gypsy, she told him she was extremely interested in him. Since he had already fallen in love with her by that point, he came up with a seriously surprising plan for their third in-person meeting. In November of that year, Ryan decided to take his relationship with Gypsy to the next level. In the docuseries, he claimed that they had incredible chemistry, but he also couldn't get over how cute she was. So Ryan put an engagement ring on his necklace chain in order to sneak it into Gypsy's prison. During their visit, he professed his love to her and ultimately popped the question. On July 21st, 2022, Ryan and Gypsy tied the knot in a small ceremony at Gypsy's facility. Over the next year and a half, they kept communicating as often as they possibly could, but a few weeks ago, they began an amazing new chapter in their lives. When Gypsy was released from prison, Ryan was there to pick her up, but he wasn't by himself. It turns out that he was joined by an entire camera crew who were there to film Gypsy's release. Now, some people believe that his motives could be insanely suspicious. Ryan has recently been accused of marrying Gypsy for his own financial gain. Since he currently works as a middle school special education teacher, his income probably isn't great, but he's more than likely benefiting from the money that Gypsy has been making lately from the docuseries and her new ebook release, Conversations on the Eve of Freedom. Was that his plan all along? According to the New York Post, marketing experts predict that Gypsy could easily be making a ton of money just on social media. They speculate that because of her endorsement deals and partnerships with different brands, each post she makes could bring in around $100,000. It's tough to know exactly what Ryan's real intentions are, but it does seem a little weird that a few months ago, before Gypsy was released, he was posting on social media about being filmed for her docuseries. Ryan recently told People magazine that because he's a private person, he's nervous about being in the public eye. But if that's really true, why was he posting about being a part of Gypsy's documentary before the world even knew he was her husband? A lot of people think it's possible that Ryan might have married Gypsy for the wrong reasons, but based on what she's been saying about him and the connection they have, it seems unlikely that he's only in it for the money. Ryan's Instagram account has been flooded lately with both supportive comments and hateful remarks, but Gypsy just left a comment on one of his posts that makes her true feelings incredibly obvious. Gypsy wrote that she loves Ryan and knows that what they have is is real and special. She told him to ignore the haters, and he responded that the people leaving rude remarks don't mean anything to him anyway, but she hasn't only been coming to his defense on social media. In an interview with People magazine, Gypsy claimed that Ryan is an extremely compassionate person. She added that he's always been open with her about his emotions, which is one of the first reasons why she felt so comfortable communicating with him. But now that Ryan and Gypsy are finally living together, it sounds like they're already thinking about the next steps in their marriage. Ryan just spoke to the same outlet about an idea he has for a major event that's honestly mind-blowing. Apparently, Ryan believes that Gypsy deserves to have a second wedding where she'll actually be able to wear a fancy white dress. And because their first ceremony was held at Gypsy's prison, there were no guests in attendance. But after their big upcoming ceremony, the couple has something else in mind that's absolutely unreal. Ryan and Gypsy are also planning on starting their own family. They both want to have kids in the future, which Gypsy has confessed might be complicated at times due to her own bizarre family situation. Gypsy revealed to People magazine that she knows there will come a time when her and Ryan's future children ask about her mom. She explained that it'll be difficult to get into exactly what happened, but thankfully she has a lot of support from some unbelievable sources. Gypsy added that Ryan is very close with his family, especially his mom and grandma. She said that the women have welcomed her into the family, and she knows she'll be able to count on them if she needs any motherly advice in the future. But until that happens, Gypsy and Ryan will keep on enjoying their married life together. They just did a lot of press in New York City, and while they were in the area, they decided to take advantage of the opportunity. What they did to make some new memories together was seriously exciting. Gypsy recently posted on Instagram that she and Ryan decided to check out Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, a show on Broadway. The couple was also spotted dancing together as they walked through Central Park, and they truly do appear to be happy. It's safe to say that we'll be learning more about Ryan and his marriage to Gypsy from her frequent social media updates, and it won't be long before more details about the couple are revealed from their latest events, appearances, and podcast interviews. Since countless people are clearly fascinated by Gypsy and Ryan, we'll probably be seeing them pretty regularly in the media. But now that we've talked about how they met and who Ryan really is, I want to know what you guys think. What are your thoughts on Ryan posting on Instagram about being a part of Gypsy's docuseries before she was even released from prison? Do you think he married Gypsy for the right reasons, or is he with her for the money? Let me know in the comments below.